We are drawing a jellyfish today. Good morning. It is April 8th, Tuesday at 6:20 in the morning. We start off with the compass to get the domed head. And as you'll see in a little bit when I start to ink it, that I made a little measurement error, but it turned out okay. I like the effect that it forced me to change my drawing into. So mistakes can be turned into opportunities in drawing. I've got my, I think you pronounce it Staedtler, Staedtler 2B pencil, and the 1mm pen I use for the main outlines, and then I use a micron 5 or 8 to do the some of the detail, some of the lining of the picture. So I was a little bit worried about the jellyfish at first. It was a lot of curves, and as I've said before, curves are not my friend. So I'm using a lot of stenciling with it. And here I put the pen in, and I measured to the side, but I didn't measure up to the top, where I probably should have. I'll try it again sometime. But the little dots, the circle dots I put on for texture on the octopus, I used on the jellyfish here too. And when I made the ink line, it cut off some of them, so now it looks like the circle splotches are going around the head, which turned out to be a good thing. It gave it a little more depth, actually. So the little accident worked out. Now, when I was drawing the tentacles out, that in the ink, pencil not so much. Pencil I use more of a guide, and then when I ink it, I do my final decisions on where the lines are going to go. But it was a little nerve-wracking. So right in here where I'm starting the tentacles, because I tend to shake sometimes. So if you're worried about your drawing, just try. I've been practicing for quite a few months now, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the pen, but I still get a little anxious when I start inking, because I know it's a one-shot deal. So we've got our bubbles going again. Put some seaweed and rocks and some coral in the bottom and texture those. And then the ink dries really fast, and I do pause in between some takes just to let the ink dry a little bit. But I always like to lay down, not always, but I like to lay down a piece of paper when I'm doing parts I should have done to begin with. And if you heard any noise in the background, that would be Casey rummaging around the shed, being Casey. So that's my dog. So here's the almost final drawing, and enjoy. Leave me some comments. Love them. Have a great day.